Garrett J. White, the authentic entrepreneur, coming at you real, coming at you raw, coming at you relevant. And this, my friends, is the Daily Download. Today we're going to focus on principle number 5 in the Paid to Play Academy, which is very simply this, that purpose directs energy. Purpose directs energy. But before I do that, I got to bring out the handy dandy flip chart. So do it with me. Are you ready? It's kind of like the Mickey Mouse Club. Oh, toodles. But we're doing the flip chart. Ready, set, and purpose directs energy. Let's look at this first word, purpose. Purpose is an intention, right? So I can go into a conversation with my wife, and recently we and her were having a conversation. We have lots of conversations, but this was a heated conversation. And I noticed, and I stood back for a second, and I observed our conversation, our interaction. Some from the outside may have called it a fight. To us, we called it a disagreement, and more importantly, we just called it a conversation. And in that conversation, I noticed that I had an option. And that option was some different intention or some purpose behind what I was doing in the conversation. I noticed that my mind wanted to go to one of two places. First, my mind wanted to go to a place of kill ha! Do you know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'm the only psycho who wants to kill ha! In the conversation that when we call it a fight. The other side was to love her. And the other side was to observe these two drastically different intentions or purposes. The one was to be right in the conversation. The other one was to be happy and to create an outcome that worked for both of us. But notice here in this principle that purpose directs energy, I noticed this as I shifted, kind of like a teeter-totter, right? Like shifting, as I shifted in the conversation, and my wife would make some points, and I would start to feel defensive, and I would start to go here, that my energy would start to go on attack. And then I would notice as the conversation would shift and I would become conscious of it, my energy would switch and it would go into defense, and then it would go into attack, and that my purpose directed my energy. And when I wanted to be right, the energy that I brought was different. Consider even that the words that I was using were the same in both situations, both the intention of destroying and the intention of building up, the intention of devolving the conversation or the conversation of evolving the conversation, either contracting or expanding the possibilities. And see, when I came with the purpose, that my purpose was to be right, the energy in the conversation with my wife went like this. And what I noticed in myself and her was that everything became personal. It became a personal attack. I was attacking her now about the way she dressed and attacking about 3 things that she did last week and asking for evidence. Well, give me some facts, show me some proof. And my wife would do a great job like women seem to do, and she would pull out this like file cabinet in her mind, like of like 732,000 things I've ever said in the past like 7 years, and every single time I said them and how she could use them as like darts to get me. So when my purpose is to destroy, my energy is different. But when my purpose is to build and to create, my energy is different, but nonetheless the principle is the same. My purpose directs my energy. If my purpose is to punch you, then my intention will come here. Energy is focused to my fist, and I step through. If my intention or my purpose is to create, then what I create is power. If my intention is to destroy, then what I create is force. But nonetheless, your energy is a homing beacon. And as you suck your energy in, clear with a purpose, whether it be destructive or productive, that purpose drives energy. And that energy produces results. And the results that you're looking at are either what you want or what you don't want. And too often in my relationship with my wife, those conversations have ended up in something that I nor she were wanting. So I want you to evaluate some of the relationships you're into. And I want you to look at the purpose that's driving your energy and how that energy is driving some of the actions and some of the results that you're getting. Again, the principle here is that purpose directs energy. My name is Garrett J. White, and this has been the Daily Download.